This is Behind the Story. I'm Pearl Tusi, and my guest tonight is the very special and inspirational, also very controversial, Dineo Ranaka. So what is your mantra when it comes to social media? How do you handle social media now? Is it like a personal platform, also a business platform, or you use it for everything?
Look, it's personal and business. We develop personal relationships with our social media platforms, and it becomes difficult to not take offense or feel hurt when people come at you or bully you or insult you on social media. But I've learned that accept the fact that people will always have something to say. And what I refuse to accept about myself is that I refuse to accept that every time somebody does something stupid on social media to attack me, Dineo, now seriously, are you going to now jump and attack everyone who has something to say? I can't accept that about myself because it just makes me feel so childish. It makes me feel so disrespectful to the natural phases of growing up that right now I'd love to clap back, but I don't have the heart and the energy for it.
Have you replaced pettying with parenting?
Thank you, yes. I've replaced parenting with pettying, you know? It's man, you know what?
Okay.
Been there, done that, can't do it no more. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. But also, I think my relationship with social media is so different. So I really don't have much to say on social media anymore.
Now, you've told us about how you're handling social media. What was different about the champagne incident? I don't think this lady's name deserves airtime, but she apparently attacked your kids at your birthday party.
Oh, no, she didn't attack them. She spoke very poorly of my children, and I threw an ice bucket at her.
Yeah.
It landed on her head, and she scarred herself in the face. Can I tell you, I beat by graced that lady. No, really, I did.
Okay.
I did, and I don't regret it.
At all?
No, I don't regret it. It's not healthy behavior. That is a fact. Violence is never healthy behavior.
Yeah.
But when I threw an ice bucket in her face, at her.
I hate to be technical, but did you pour the ice on her?
No, I
did you threw the whole thing?
I threw and I lifted an ice bucket from a table, and I literally remember the motion. It went from the left of my upper body to the right, and I swung it to the right, and I aimed, and I went, boo. I threw it.
Was it those moments where you're like, what can I throw at this person right now?
No. Here's my thing. You are drinking, you are drunk. You best respect my children. That girl was many years my junior. I will not spare the rod to spoil a stupid social media drunk child.
What got her to the point where she was insulting your children? Not that it even matters. So her children just came to your mind first?
She was drunk. It was a friend's birthday leading up to my birthday. She was drunk. She wanted to sit at our table. We let her sit at our table. She started getting unruly. She wanted to take a picture, and I said, nah, B, not tonight, hey? I really don't feel like it. Then she went wild on me.
What exactly did she say?
And then my children came. I don't even want to. I'm not going to speak of my children like that.
Okay.
Then she went in on me via Dineo's diary, roped in my children, and I was like, hola in a bit. Hola in a bit. Say that again. I'll give you a third try. Say it again. I can't remember, as this one guy was distracted who was trying to stop me, he got distracted by something else. I was like, shot, vuh, vuh, vuh. 3 moves, situation was under control. No, because I'm even now starting to think about how she threatened me, threatened to take me to court, threatened to this, threatened to that. We even met in a place here in Braamfontein, and I was like, do what you want to do. Take me to court, see if you'll win. I don't lose, I win. I'm the Mayweather of spirituality. I don't lose. You don't fight me, you fight the man I serve.
I serve, yes.
You don't fight me, so I don't lose. So let's go.
And what did she say?
Died out, fizzled out. Yeah, died out.
Yabon.
Died out.
Did you also win with the baby daddies?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I have a very beautiful relationship with my baby daddies. It took a while to get there. It really did. Can I tell you where the unlock moment happened for peace and love and mutual respect with my baby daddies? I banned them from seeing the children. not because I'm a mean mom, but because I'm very protective over my children. So when a father, a person or a man who is supposed to be a father in a child's life, becomes so inconsistent in this child's life that the child begins to blame themselves for the inconsistency of the
It's
lack
more damaging
of father
to have them
presence.
there.
Yes, it's more damaging. I sent both of them the same text. I said, I'm not having this anymore, guys. Come back when these children are 18. When they're mature enough
To understand that you're the problem.
Thank you, to comprehend. And also, I did not become a mother to make excuses for your shortcomings. No. And I said, just stay away. But this year, well, last year actually, on New Year's Eve, right at the end of 2016, entering into 2017, I was preparing for my fast. I was entering into a 40-day dry fast, right? And in preparation for fasting, you cannot go into a fast with hate in your heart, with anger in your heart. I found myself sitting in my bed on New Year's Eve, picking up the phone, calling Martin, calling Lesego, saying, will you please forgive me for the pain I have caused you for keeping you away from your child. Before that, I felt I needed to forgive them. But I actually realized that they also needed to forgive me, and I needed that sense of forgiveness from them to be all right. Because just because I'm a mother doesn't mean I have the right to just pull rank and. But I wanted peace so badly, and I wanted peace in my fast so badly. Their happiness in that phone call conversation rendered me so much relief, and I felt repented. In that moment, I was happy to wake up on the 1st of January and start my fast. And from that moment onwards, we have been so healthy with the fathers of my children.
So there's a huge stigma for women who are single, taking care of children, and it's almost as if you're expected to cause drama in other people's relationships. There's this stereotype that I really don't appreciate. Have you any experience with that? Have you experienced stuff like that with your respective fathers' girlfriends or partners?
I have, this is the strangest thing. I've never been introduced to new girlfriends. It would be so important for me to have a healthy relationship with that woman. I will want to embrace her so I can hand over a guidebook of the children.
I tried that, it didn't work.
Aski, so let's pray about it.
I'll pray about it though.
Let's pray about it. Really, I'm being serious, pray about it. I believe that the Lord will not bring into the life of my children a whirlwind of emotional immaturity. The purpose is not to be best friends, but we need to establish a sisterhood. We need to establish a sisterhood.
We don't have to like each other, but we can work together.
And I do hope we do like each other.
Same.
Yeah.
Your fast, the last thing before I get into this reality show that is doing so well. You do that now, you've mentioned at the beginning of every year. You choose whether you fast 6 types of food, social media, and other things that one could perceive as destructive. How do you mentally prepare yourself, and what keeps you strong through the fast? Because it's hard to break fast accidentally or to just lose that purpose for it. Yeah.
I prepare for fasting by putting things in a journal. Look, I spend time in the presence of the Lord quite a lot before we go ready, set, go. And how I sustain myself through fasting is by saying he is worthy. And no matter how hungry I get, no matter how sexually aroused I get, no matter how thirsty I get for wine and this and that, I will interact with food and cook up a storm and do this and do that. But what gives me joy is that, Lord, for you, I will not touch it.
When you return after your fast,
girl, I drank my wine. I drank and I get laid. First things first. There's a mouth that needs a drink and another that needs to be fed something human.
After all of that,
Go for it,
yeah, girl.
Girl,
Look at here.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
I
can
go back
take
to
that.
being human.
Okay.
I go back to being human, but I don't go there with clutter around me, with emotional
You
clutter.
bring the lessons that you've learned with you.
Yeah, I
Okay.
bring God along with me, So I become more responsible now about that going back to being human.
Now we finally get to what I've been wanting to get to, the reality show.
Yes.
Okay, so all of this is inclusive. So you spoke about your relationship with Liz. If I remember correctly, that's where the relationship was introduced.
Yes.
Would you do that again?
If we are both mature enough, I would. But right now, because of the hurt I've suffered and because of the fear in that space that I'm still dealing with, I doubt I would put my relationship on blast.
Then what's the point of a reality show if I'm not seeing that?
No, but I get it. It's my reality show. So I call the shots, not you.
Yeah.
Yes, it's my reality show.
No, we are telling the
Stories about me.
No, but
So
if you frame the
will see
story
what-
so much, then
I'm not. Look, you must understand that as much as I had a reality show, I showed you what I wanted you to see. There's a lot about Dineo you don't know. To this day, people that still think they know me, when they meet me and we sit down and we have a conversation, they're like, I had no idea you like this. And I'm like, yes, I'm a television producer. I need to lean to the aspects of Dineo that make television, not the aspects of Dineo that'll make you fall asleep. Every moment of Dineo's diary that made the country go, oh my God, did she do that? Look at her, she's a clown. Oh my God, she's so this, she's so that. I pride myself in triggering emotional touch points in you because I'm a storyteller and I told my story the best way I know how. So I'm proud.
okay.
I'm proud of everything.
Okay.
I'm proud of everything.
And so there was a big finale, one of your seasons, where you were like, okay, I think I'm going to research or get into the thing of my calling,
Yeah.
or you had the calling. Was that part of you testing a storyline out, or was it?
No,
did
that was part of me. Sorry to cut you short.
No
that was
problem.
not part of me testing a storyline out. That is part of me exploring something that I'm really going through. Let me put my heart on my sleeve and let me really be open about my journey. So for me, I've read articles about the social dialogue around Uktwasa and becoming a traditional healer and this, that, and the other, and so forth and so forth. And I wanted to explore this with everybody else. And let's engage in this dialogue. Let's see how far this thing will go. But I'm gonna make my decisions my way and I'm gonna stick to my decisions when I make them.
So the bad luck thing is not, is it a real thing?
No, for me, can I tell you something? The sangwamas that sat with me, ne? Bathokoza abogogo, and I respect them, but then they sat me down and they said, "Iy'nkinga zakho ziyophela, izinto zakho ziyohamba kahle, kunabantu abakumonelayo." And then I turned around, "Mawungaya uhamba uyothwasa, things will turn around in your life." And I said to them, "So, njengoba wena uthwasile unjengaba ungakhona ne? Are you immune to problems? Are you yourself immune to people that hate you?
Oopsie.
Are you immune to life's challenges because uhambile wayothwasa?"
Yeah.
Listen, even under the protection of God and the grace of God, I am not immune to haters. I'm not immune to challenges. I'm not immune to life problems. So for me, the reasoning behind why Meling Yotwasa did not make sense. Hence, I went and prayed about it. Hence, I went and prayed about it. And in praying about it and in silencing the noise in my life and bringing myself closer to God and reading up about prophecy, I began to understand that my backdrop for my gift to exist is in Christ and Christ alone.
Are you done with reality?
I'm not done with reality. Far from it.
As-
I've taken a break from reality.
Okay.
I thought I was done with it. But I feel it's unfair for the fans of Dineo's Diary to just leave them there without seeing how beautifully Dineo has grown. I mean, we started with her as a mess. She was a hot mess. And that was not a lie. That was not a lie.